flowers, and the flowers form into fruits. That's tamr. That after the period, the season passes on, you will get something in the end that is delicious, that is nutritious. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you will be faced a trial in which you will lose tamr, you will lose your fruits. And some of the mufassirs, they say your fruits is the fruits of your labor. You'll lose some of the things that you strive for, some of the things that you have effort, that you apply effort in, you will lose. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take it. And some say it is your children. Some say it is your children. Some of the mufassirs, they say the thamarat here is your children, is your progeny. Is your progeny. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test you through the angle of loss of your progeny, in whatever form that may be. وَبَشِّرَ الصَّابِرِينَ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and give glad tidings to the ones who persevere. Give glad tidings to the ones who persevere. وَبَشِّرَ الصَّابِرِينَ, so give glad tidings to them, because they will receive success. Why? Because when a musibah, when a difficulty, a test hits them, when it happens to them, إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ, when it hits them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word isaba, that they're not expecting it. إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ, isaba means you don't expect it. You're not expecting it. It just comes. So when it hits you, when this trial hits you, when this test hits you from any of these angles, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, so bashir as-sabirin, so give glad tidings to the ones who persevere, who have sabr, who withhold themselves, who don't react without thinking, who hold themselves and think very carefully about how they're going to get through this trial. And they go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they say, قَالُوا إِنَّ لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّ إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ, they say everything comes from Allah and everything goes back to Allah. Everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and everything goes back to Allah. Alayhim, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says on them is salawat, is praises and rahmah. And they are the ones who are guided, muhtadun, they are the ones who are guided. But the verse says that we will be faced difficulties. We will face difficulties. So how do we handle it? How do we handle it? We handle it through sabr and to persevere, but how is it that we gain that sabr? What do we do when we have sabr? What do we do when it means that you persevere? What does it mean that you have sabr? One of the ways what it means to have sabr is that you turn for a solution in the sources that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked us to turn to. That's sabr. That instead of thinking and woeing and going through your head, how can I get out of this? How can I get around this? How can I defeat this difficulties? How can I pass this test? What can I do? When you think about all of these things, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran the solution. What is the solution? The solution is what Brother Shabir had mentioned in the ayah, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in the Quran that verily we have sent down, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ, we have sent down, another ayah, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, we have sent down from the heavens. In this verse, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ, we have sent down from the Quran what contains within the Quran. We have sent down to you what is contained in the Quran. مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ, what is a shifa, a cure, a healing, a process of healing, a process of cure. And what? And rahmah, and a process of mercy. That we have sent down within the Quran what is healing or what is a cure. What gives you what? What gives you that sabr to rely upon. And that you become, that whatever trials you're facing, that you can help to defeat it with your trust by looking at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down in the Quran. And rahmah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down rahmah, mercy too, from the Quran. There's mercy within it, and within the verses, and within the surah.